Hello everyone. Now, if you're here, you chose to actually you were called by this unfinished portal, which was supposed to be for the Lions Gate, but Lions Gate does not exist, or it does exist, so I don't really care. But I've already done it, and I have information here, so at least I can take advantage of this. Now, whew, I might be a bit sweaty. So excuse me for that, but it's very hot in Bulgaria and I intend to keep it that way. Now, this is what we'll be going through today, and the main energy here is liminal. So this is a very liminal space for anyone who was drawn to this reading. It doesn't really matter when you're watching this. This can be in 3 years, not even during this period. It could be, doesn't really matter. The idea is that if you have stumbled upon this is a period where you're moving through one space to another, which will lead you somewhere. Now, where is it gonna lead and how things are gonna go, we still don't know. What I have written here is I have the dots here, which are giving me information about all the houses and everything. And I have also pulled out cards from an oracle, some kind of cat oracle, which is gonna give us more information. So I'm also using my new deck, which was a gift from my friend Kali. She gave me this one, which is the Incubi Tarot. And I'm so happy because I do be loving my Incubi and Succubi when they're doing good things. Of course. So if you're part of the team, hi. Keep your energy pure, keep your energy safe, because our energy is not for everyone. Now, for the first house, which is, I'm not going to be explaining each of the houses, so please excuse me, but I'll give a brief description. The first house is the self, how you view the world, how the world views you, and how you express yourself. Usually this is the ascendant, the rising. And here we have traveler, and we got great fortune, which is good, which means that because the great fortune is something which stays, and what is happening for you now is there is traveling, there is movement. We did say that the liminal space, and maybe you have to travel from one place to another, or I'm kind of getting the energy of a nomadic, like when you move, when you're moving, when you're around different kinds of cultures, people, settings, this is very good for you. And this is something which is like, I don't know if it has come now, but it's very important in your life. Traveler also is just this energy of something, because I got the nomadic energy. It's like the more you're different, the more you're not like part of everyone's day-to-day life, the better for you. And greater fortune is a very good symbol to get here. So 1, 2, and 3, and let's see what we have. Let's do 3 cards. Let's see what we're working with. 6 of Wands reversed. 4 of Swords reversed. And the World. Alright, this is very good. This means that you're in a period where you were like in a place where, well, I am everywhere, but I'm nowhere exactly. And I don't feel successful in that way. When I don't feel rooted, when I'm constantly moving about and I'm here and there, this is causing me to feel like I am not appreciated, not like appreciated, rather I don't feel my success when I'm constantly having to be here and there. And because of the World card here, which is the only card which is not reversed, you're getting out of that cycle. The moment, because this was causing sleepless nights, anxiety, just the nervous system was not at its best. And this is because it's like every time I try to build something, I have to move, I have to go. But this is actually what creates you. in a way. And with the world card, it's saying the cycle has ended. Maybe you had to travel a lot. Maybe you are constantly moving and here and there and there and there. And sometimes because you're everywhere, you can't really fit in, or you can't really say, yeah, this is my spot. And people to be like, hey, we love you because you're in our community, you're a part of us. Um, and with the world, it's saying things are ending, the cycle is ending. So maybe you will not be traveling as much, or because the Six of Wands can represent coming home with a victory. Maybe you've traveled so much, you've done so much, but you really didn't get that victory, that achievement which you were looking for. And now you are ending that cycle with a greater blessing because you've learned enough, you've gained enough information and just everything which is causing you to want to be successful. You've gained the knowledge, you've gained the experience. This is the word I was looking for, experience, which will allow you to actually end this cycle of constantly moving about, traveling, because it's time for you to maybe settle and not cause distress for yourself. I also heard maybe when you feel stressed, you like to travel, you like to move to a place where you've never been, just so that you can feed yourself in a way. Let's see. Number 2. Privacy. Privacy, please, and red. This is in the second house. Now, privacy, please, for me is like I want my own time. And because there is red here, maybe you have been under surveillance, monitoring spirits, people looking at you, social media, and just everywhere you go. I can relate to all that information. And it's just red is aggressive, red is demanding, and there is tension there. And you just want to be left alone, really. So let's see. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ace of Swords. You learned about something. 10 of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. What happened here for me is you learned that someone was not as good as you thought. Someone might be manipulative, but not in a way of communication, rather with their energetic frequency. This can be Aries, Sag, or Leo. And with the 10 of Cups reversed, this made you very unhappy, and it came out of the blue. But it was really important for you. And now that you're in this energy where you're like, I don't want to matter with you at all. I don't want you to be around me. I learned all about what you're doing. Now you're in the position of, I don't want to know. I don't want you in my space. I don't want you in my energy. And this is the second house. People could be monitoring your day-to-day life, but not in the, because the sixth house is the day-to-day. This is more about your money, assets, what you eat, how you eat, what you do for your body, everything of that sort. And you just want more privacy in regards to how much money you have, how our things are going. But someone, it's not manipulation, rather someone was trying to play around. And unfortunately, this made you very unhappy. It's like the 10 of Cups is the card of absolute fulfillment, of the happiest times. Coming up reversed, it's like someone took away your happiness. Queen of Wands, reversed, and it came out of the blue. And maybe they wanted privacy. Maybe you're the monitoring spirit. Maybe you're the one who was doing those things. And now, with red, this aggressive energy is, maybe they have amazing defenses, or maybe you have good defenses where it doesn't really matter what anyone tries to do, you're just gonna get blocked. Now, third house, the house of communication and the house of, excuse me, local traveling. Paradox with loss. Okay, there is a paradox with your loss. And I heard I lost a few friends, but I don't think I actually lost. It looks like I might have lost, but I didn't really lose here. Okay, 2 cards. Eight of Pentacles reversed and Strength reversed. Loss. You're losing. Let's see the other cards. 10 of Wands and Death. Wow. So, this is about work. This could be colleagues. This can be because of the Eight of Pentacles here. And not only that, we have the 10 of Wands. Overburdening. Baggage. Feeling like all the responsibilities on your back. And with Death at the end, with Scorpio here, it's transformation. Something had to die. And this relates to loss. And again, I did say that it looks like there is something bad, but it's not that bad. Because it's in the 3rd house. Maybe you were working with people who are very close to you. Or, not or, I keep that. With 8 of Pentacles and the Strength reversed, it's like, even though that you are trying to control the beast, let's say it like that, and to do your best for things to be calm, at one point it just became so much that everything was falling on your shoulders and things had to end. And this loss which you have experienced, this is actually not a loss. This is something which was causing you to actually lack. Oh, this part of my body is ringing in the moment. For me, this is the yes side, this is the no side. And this is a confirmation. Like, you were maybe in a workplace, or you were working with people who were constantly trying you, constantly pushing you. And because of the 10 of Wands, you ended the cycle. This is good, all right? This is not coming up reversed. So it's not like you left everything and said, I'm not gonna bother. No, this was like you pushed through that period, which was very hard, but you had to transform. You had to end that. Either you or spirit, doesn't really matter, but things had to end because they were causing trouble for you. And you couldn't continue on this journey. This was not good for you. And because of paradox, it looks like a loss. It is a loss in a way, but this is actually causing you to be calmer, to have less responsibility. This is good energy. 4th house, the house of family, emotions, and emotional side. Your personal safe haven, let's say it like that. Curiosity we got. Of course, when you hear curiosity, you can say curiosity killed the cat, which one life of the grid. Not of the grid, but rather I lost 1 life this year, but we have 8 more, so we'll be fine. Curiosity, red. A lot of aggression, a lot of need, a lot of demand. Maybe you have lots of demands in your personal life. Maybe people around you everyone's pulling you. And everyone just is in your face. What's happening with your family? What's happening at home? What's happening where you are? How's your family? Like, it's a lot. And you're having to deal with that, unfortunately. Let's see, 3 cards. And again, this is a liminal space, so this is a very important time for you to actually recognize what exactly is happening, who's around you, who shouldn't be around you. Curiosity and the Hanged Man. Someone's taking fast decisions without thinking. King of Pentacles. Someone stable. This could be your father, this could be your husband, and the Devil. Capricorn and Taurus here. And this is red. Yeah, there is a lot of toxicity in your family. And it's demanding. It's the Hangman reversed Pisces. Or Virgo, if it's reversed, but still. Red and with this King of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting like this could be you, of course, but I feel like this is your other energy, and this can be over someone else. And because the major arcana here is the devil and curiosity, it's like there might be, your family could actually be the problem here. Your closest of, like, your emotional side, what you hide. This can just be also others. And what's happening here is, without thinking, without meditating, without actually contemplating and trying to find enlightenment, everything is very material, which this is the opposite of the fourth house. This is Capricorn. The fourth house is tradition. The fourth house is where we're coming from. This is where we feel safe. And having Capricorn here, it's asking for ambition, for moving forward. And because this is Taurus, this is about money, work, food, and this is the king. So this means, where are your resources going? What is happening? So people might be in your business not allowing space for you to relax and contemplate. Rather, you're constantly having to deal with this toxicity. Why do I always say this word? I don't like it because this is just so generalizing. It's not just the toxicity. These are energies which are not beneficial, rather restrictive, and they can manifest in so many ways. I love that the King of Pentacles here is not reversed, but I think people are up in your business with red and curiosity. They want to know, how do you make your money? Where is your money coming from? They can't wait. They want to know everything. And again, I did mention mirroring. Why do I call them mirroring spirits? Monitoring spirits. There might be monitoring spirits and just people trying to find out information. How do they get their money? How are they so stable? Why are they so stable? But this, they're not really thinking where they're going, because you never know who is working with what. There are many people who have good wording, and they can just give you all the information which you might think that you're getting, but you're not getting it. And I think you're stable. I think that you're very stable here, but people are up in your business, and it's their like devilish desire to know everything and to be aware of what's happening around you. Fifth house, the house of pleasure, the house of creativity, the house of children, the house of expression, the ego. Wild heart, I love that. And we have Albus, white. So there is some kind of purity. Maybe if you have a child, things are going very well for them. There is some kind of knowledge coming. White is usually associated with, not usually associated, it's one of the best symbols which you can actually get. And it represents blessings, purity, just, this is the energy of cleansing, for me at least, for cleansing. And because we have wild heart, for me this means that at least in the fifth house you can express yourself. Your creativity is pure. You are cleansing that. Maybe you're cleansing your body. Maybe you're cleansing your inner self. King of Cups, I love this. This could be also about love. And Queen of Cups, definitely. Wow, the pairing. Six of Swords. You might be going on a vacation with your partner, and you are either the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups. This is a true match made in heaven. Both of them very emotional, very lovey-dovey. He's intuitive, she's intuitive. He knows how to jump in the deep. She knows how to work with the waters in the deep. They make a perfect match. And here with the Six of Swords, movement, calmer waters. If you had a partner with you, definitely you should have a partner with these cards. You might be going on a vacation to have some peace of mind, just to relax. The Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, so especially with that red energy there, just you've been troubled, you've been dealing with people, and now is the time for you to relax, take some free time, cleanse. I did say to cleanse your energy. These are two water signs, Scorpio and Cancer, and of course with Pisces as well. I like to read the Queen of Cups as Pisces. And they are all the signs because they are the most mature. And what could be happening here is that you were giving so much energy, both of you, if this is for two people, but um, just it's time for you to fill your own cups. The queen to feel intuitive, the queen to feel safe, and the king to feel like, yes, I have the capacity to move forward into the deepest waters just so that I can work with this energy. And if this is not about other people, if you don't have partners around you, this is about you and understanding I am intuitive. I am emotionally mature. I am the person who's able to assist others and be reciprocative, also giving of love, of emotion, of nurturing, of readings, intuition. And you're being given an opportunity to move forward into a new space of calmer waters. That's how they call it, calmer waters. And this is your spirit guides, angels, and everything which is helping you, assisting you in this journey. Sixth house, the house of work, of the body, and routine. And we have hanging there with gain. So this is good. If you're facing trouble with your health, wait a bit. You're gaining good health. If you're having trouble with work, hang in there. Good things are coming. Let's see what's coming up. What are you gaining out of this holding on period? Ace of Cups. This is not about love, babes. Sorry. Judgment. Very nice. I love this. And the Emperor. Okay. Aries, Scorpio, and all of the water signs. Again, there's a lot of water in your reading, guys. Now, first of all, there is no karma here. There is no slap on the face. There is no, you need to pay your dues. It might feel like it, but you're gonna be learning very soon, or if even you could have already learned, that nothing bad is coming to you and that you're very good, you're healthy. Job and everything associated with your work, day-to-day life and work is very good. You're in the position of the emperor, and this is not bad. Whatever was happening in your life, it's very good. A lot of people at the moment, I'm filming this in August 2026, Saturn is retrograde, we had Mercury retrograde, a lot of things happened, and everybody has been experiencing health issues. And for the past month and a half, everybody just been like going to doctors, trying to understand what's happening with their bodies. And this is because not everyone has Saturn in Aries, so they're not used to actually feeling the urge to do something. They do it and then they find out that they shouldn't have done that. So everyone had to learn boundaries, to put boundaries on themselves, to stop themselves. Not everyone, some people. And yeah, there is no karma, there is no bad things happening for you. It's not like the universe like slap on the face. You're gonna be receiving the worst thing because you need to be reborn and you need to end the cycle. No, this was actually done so that you can maybe connect more to the divine, so that you can hear them because you are not hearing them. And now because you are hearing them, you're in the emperor energy, which is which is the divine masculine, which is allowing you to feel empowered, maybe even. Seventh house, mischief. Oh, sorry. Mischief. Mischieforia. What the hell is this? Why did I write this like this? Mischieforia. Ah, okay. What? Ah, okay. Okay, so this is mischief with loss, and then in the 8th house we have euphoria. Excuse me. I don't know why I wrote it like that. So we have mischief with loss. Your partner might have done you wrong, or in partner, I don't mean like just love. The seventh house could be associated with colleagues and the people you work with contracts. So there was a loss, someone did you dirty, and let's see. I even heard, I don't want to know that, but I'm just gonna do this reading just so that you, maybe if you, someone this does need. Temperance, reversed. No healing, no balance. Two of Wands. This was a plan. And the Hermit, Virgo energy, to be alone. I heard this was actually my plan, to be alone. I didn't want anyone. But they did me dirty, and this is how I ended up here. But this was not something which I was like, this was a plan, but it was not like the plan. But it happened for you. And because there is, also this, because this is mischief and it's loss, you are getting out of this mischief and problems where there was no healing, no balance, no renewal, no being. Because temperance is after death, this is the moment, just like with judgment, but judgment is being called out to be reborn. Rather with temperance, this is a moment where, yes, I died, but I am alchemizing my whole soul and body, and now I'm being reborn by myself. And again, this is another angel with temperance, which comes up. What you're losing here is something very good. The lack of balance, the lack of planning, the lack of where you need to be going. And because you didn't know what... hello again. Video ended because of just things happening. My phone's storage. Where were we? Mischief, loss, seventh house, and Hermit. What was this? Hangman, was it? No. Temperance, reversed. This is a square with the Hermit, Sagittarius and Virgo, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, so what happened here is some kind of trouble ended. And it felt like a loss, but it actually was mischievous energy, which actually put you in the state of Two of Wands with the Hermit, which is making you think more, a lot more. You're spending more alone time. Maybe you're single now. We did say with the fifth house that maybe you have a partner. So maybe it's not about single, rather it's about contracts and other people who you're working with, because the seventh house can represent that. And here, it's just you're being allowed to see things very clearly. We did get the Ace of Swords previously. So this means that you already know the truth, you have clarity, you have knowledge, and now it's up to just you to go in the mountains. Go in the mountains, take your own special time with yourself, and learn about yourself. Make a plan. And maybe understand why there was never healing. No one healing? Ooh, this sounds interesting. Why there was no one healing? I also heard to tell you, when we meet any kind of person, they are mirrors of us. So the way they act, the way they are, is a representation of us. Either we need to embody something in them, or they need to embody something in us, and all of us are learning from each other. Ending this seventh house part here. Now, eighth house. Euphoria with joy. Ooh. Well, I am quite happy with this. Eighth house is associated with hidden things, other people's money and resources, inheritances, psychology, hidden things. And because it's euphoria and joy, you're, excuse me, maybe, I don't think, because there's no gain, I don't think this is about you gaining inheritance. Rather, I think this is you feeling good in your mentality, good in your psychology, good in, not good, joyful, happy, euphoric. Let's see. But very good energy here with the eighth house. Sometimes the eighth house is not sometimes. The eighth house is associated with Scorpio, which is death. We did see death and Scorpio there, and I think that what could be happening here is that you had to let go of certain things, but now you're happy because you let them go. The star healing. Although this with eighth house, Knight of Pentacles. Healing from a cycle which you have been circling and circling, and Seven of Cups reversed. I love this. You got out of an illusion. You got out of something which was, this could be limerence, transference, been there, done that. A couple of times. And it's just, I know how hard it can be, especially if there is manipulation. Seven of Cups, not reversed, but here is reversed. So here you're healing, your mental health is healing. There is optimism, you're sensing that you're divinely guided, divinely protected. It doesn't matter if you're being protected from there or there, you are protected. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, you saw that things are not going anywhere anyway. And it was up to you to actually take the conscious decision. Sounds so Bulgarian. You took the conscious decision to get out of the... When I see this card, I think of Venus in Pisces, where everything's perfect. Everything's so romantic. I can think of the best things happening. No. You need to have discernment. You need to know who and what they're doing and who's feeding off of your energy. Energetic vampires. Ninth house. Where is the ninth house? Here it is. Attunement. I love this. With dragon's head. Perfect. So, the ninth house, the house of philosophy, the house of traveling in different countries, different cultures, and dragon's head is a new journey. I did mention that you and your partner with the fifth house might be traveling, and you might be traveling into a different country which will actually attune you. This is not a small feat. This is something extremely important because this is allowing you to not only learn. When we attune to some kind of energy, when we attune to some kind of knowledge, especially something which is different, because the ninth house is not like the third house where it's kind of safe, it's kind of like local school. This is different, very, very different from what you're used to. You're attuning yourself to that energy. You become an embodiment of that. For example, you are, I'll give an example with let's say you come from a country which is on the Balkans, and usually we're very stiff and hard, let's say, people. We are Capricorns, Bulgarians, and when some of us actually do get out of the country, we see how other nations work. We see how, let's say for me, going into the UK, it was mesmerizing how people, when they get off the bus, they say, "Thank you, driver," which was different for me. And now, because I have been abroad, I have gained knowledge, I have attuned my energy to that. I am even more polite. I have seen manners, in a way, different manners, and I attuned myself. I spent so much talking about this. Let's see. Four of Wands. Okay. Knight of Cups. Perfect. Yeah, this is the attunement here. Queen of Swords. So, with the Knight of Cups, connectivity to spirit, connectivity to intuition, moving forward. This is the movement card here. This is where you're going in a way. And this is a spiritual journey for me, especially with attunement and Dragon's Head. With the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands, I think that you have been a bit... I'm not getting the bitchy energy from the Queen of Swords, which she usually has. I'm getting the energy of keeping your mouth shut. And with the Four of Wands reversed, it's like unstable, different from what you're used to. Something which might you might have had a bad opinion of this journey or this place before, and now you're moving towards that journey in a way of, well, I don't know where things are gonna lead, but I'm gonna just give it a go. I don't know how things are gonna work out, but I'm open. Spirit, bring me the knowledge, and you're attuning to that energy. Also, this is you don't need to have that stability or to have an idea of what's gonna be happening. Rather, and you don't need to tell how things need to happen. To say, rather, you just need to move. So this is this new journey which you're gonna be undertaking or already undertaking. 10th house, the house of career, the house of public image, the house of your journey where you're meant to be going. And we have magic and dragon's tail. So this is good. I don't mind that. With magic, I don't know how it's gonna be affected, so I'm gonna see the tarot. But maybe you're ending a career. Maybe you're choosing a new journey for yourself, which is better. And it doesn't have to be better, it can just be different. And one cycle has ended and a new one is gonna be approaching. Because when something ends, something new comes. We have magic as well. We have the Lovers. Reversed Gemini energy. The Moon, Cancer, Pisces. Page of Wands. Sag and Leo and Aries. So there are still things which are a bit, I think the word is amok, which is like not hidden, but there is a smoke. There is it's like you were not listening to your heart, and this was causing this moon moment where you didn't know where you're going. But now with the Page of Wands, there is an adventure coming up. But as we have the Dragon's Tail and magic, which can represent this can represent spell work, you are moving away. Maybe there was someone who was not with their best intent inside their heart, and they were doing spiritual work on you, and that is ending, and maybe the public has seen that. Maybe your career, it's just the way you've been moving up until now is changing, because you're getting out of the dark and you're moving to the next stage, which in this case will be the Page of Wands, which is new opportunity, new things coming up. And not only, I think that this is associated with you were trying to find the light inside the dark, but as the heart was not there, maybe this was you. Maybe you were not all in with your heart. It's a dragon's tail, so this is ending. This is closing out a chapter, closing out a cycle. It's like you were there in this position, but you didn't, it was not yours. You felt in your heart that this was not your thing, but you still wanted to move through there because of this adventure, this new opportunity which came up for you. And now this is ending, which not bad, especially with magic here. Maybe, oh, okay, maybe someone did some kind of spell work on you, which was to change your trajectory of where you need to be moving. Do not take this if it only resonates, but sometimes people can do certain things on our journey to move us, to push us off our path. But that doesn't mean that it's not part of the plan, but it looks like it's not. And maybe from one career you move to a different one, and you're just like, why am I here? What's going on? Why did I start this new thing? It doesn't really matter. But I'm just giving this as an example. 11th house, mirror, and dragon's head. Now, the 11th house is the house of big social groups, your desire, but in a way of your plans, what you want to achieve, how things which you want to achieve are going out for you. Social media, this is the Aquarian house, so the way you're weird, the way you communicate with others on any kind of level, mostly social media, messages, and so on, technology. And here we have mirror and dragon's head. Something in social media is gonna provide you with a mirror information. Something is gonna be exactly like you, and it's not exactly like you. Rather, it's gonna give you. You're gonna be able to look at it and say, "I understand now. Now I know. I understand what has been happening." Or other people around you are gonna be looking at you and they say, "I understand now. I know. I get it now." Because of mirror. And this can also be like you're following someone and you've been doing the same thing which they are doing, and you see yourself from the side in a way and you're like, oh, this is how I look. Six of Pentacles reversed. Page of Swords. Someone might contact you. Eight of Cups. Someone who things did not go very balanced might contact you to tell you, hey, I couldn't move on. It's certainly learning something new. And this can be keeping tabs. This is just not exactly, because the reverse version of it is the version of the stalker. Here it's very open communication and acknowledgement, let's say it like that. With the Six of Pentacles, there was no reciprocity here. It's like someone was giving so a lot less than they were getting. This can be you, this can be someone else. And here with the Eight of Cups is, oh, well, this happened and I now know and understood, because I'm on this new journey, that what has happened has actually made me realize that I can't move on from this because I'm kind of stuck. And maybe someone will come into contact with you. Of course, I do not want to create the reality of someone's gonna contact you from the past and be like, I really miss you. No, it's more about you probably seeing someone saying like that, or someone like feeling like someone moved on faster than the other one, and you're learning about that. And again, mirror. I'm hearing that song from, I don't know, but it's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest bitch of all? Now, 12th house, bounce with Albus. Okay, you, from your spirit team, your hidden enemies, everything is being cleared out. And here with Pounce, you're learning of a spiritual attack. You're learning of secret things which have been happening behind your back, in the spiritual realm, in the shadow, underneath everything. And what is happening here is you're being cleansed of that. And for example, for me, when someone is trying to play, for example, because the 12th house is very important, sometimes my guides will do weird things which at the time don't make sense, but then in my dreams, because this is how I get a lot of my intuition, they give the information, why it happened, how it happened, what was actually happening during that period. So yeah, Albus. Three of Cups. Oh, this could be associated with friends. Seven of Swords. Oof, friends are lying. Two of Pentacles reversed. Either friends or you are in a third party situation because of the Two of Pentacles here. And People are playing on both sides, and this will, maybe you already even know that, but now everything, because of Albus, things are clearing out. But it's like I'm getting the energy of, because maybe someone will contact you, they'll be like, hello, I want to inform you of these people in this community and these friends who've been playing both sides, lying, manipulating, hiding things, and we caught this happening. Everything is coming to the light. Saturn in Aries retrograde, and it's just, things are cleansing now. My advice, of course, is don't bother. Just don't bother. Leave everything to your spirit guides. You're divinely guided, divinely protected. You do not need to bother. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and everything which helps me. I don't know how I'm alive. So now I have 13, 14, and 15. And 13 is, they're called the witnesses and the judge. So the whole reading again is this liminal space. So you're in between the lines. And one of the judges, one of the witnesses is one side of the story. The other witness is the other side of the story, and the judge is at the end how things are working out and what has happened. So let us see. 13, Mystique. And Cancer? No. Carcer, which is prison. You were stuck in a prison of mystique, fog, unknowingness, just many things hidden. And this is on one side. Let's see. What was hidden? What was this mystique? The Fool, reversed. The Hierophant, but I saw Raphael when I started reading that. And the Chariot. 3 major arcana here. The thing is, there is no new beginning. Be traditional and be smart. Do not do anything out of the ordinary. And move on. Just pick up your things and go. And it's like you didn't even have a choice. You had to move. That was the only right thing to do. Blocked new beginning. Things must be exactly as they should be, as the world says. And it's pick up your life, take control, and move without thinking about it. But this, I guess you wanted a new beginning, but it is either the prison was this new beginning which you went for, or because you couldn't get that new beginning, this put you in this prison. The other side of the story, good luck with gain. On the other side, you gained a lot of good luck and maybe understood, wow, I'm so lucky. Wow, I can relate to this reading so much. What's going on? Two of Swords reversed. And do you know what's interesting? Yesterday we were looking at this card, and usually the Two of Swords is associated, like not associated, but depicted like this. But here it's in like this with the swords. So for me, this is like making a decision, coming up reversed, not making a decision, not speaking, keeping your mouth shut. Eight of Wands reversed, definitely not speaking, blocked energy, not communicating, and Nine of Pentacles reversed. So the good look here is you felt like, but I want to say everything I want to say. I want things to move on. I want things to be fast and happy and to get where we need to. I want to have my independence. I want to feel good. I want to feel like I can take on the world. Everything reversed is coming up like, but I feel stuck. I feel blocked. I can't make a decision here of what I should be doing because I'm not allowed to actually be independent in this. And this was your good luck, because if you are to actually move forward or do something specific, this would have ruined, I heard ruined the fun for spirit, but ruined that good luck which is coming up for you. And yes, it might have felt restrictive, but this restrictive energy is actually what made you to be gaining good luck now. And the end, we have confidence with lesser fortune. Now you're having a bit more confidence. This is not forever. This is a lesser fortune, and only if you take advantage of it now, it's gonna maybe grow into something more. This is not something which is like gonna stay. I am hearing that whatever happened in your life, this allowed you to have more confidence, to feel better in your body, to be more self-aware. And I'm not getting the energy of, oh, I'm so confident, no one can touch me. Rather, it's, I actually have some confidence now. Four of Pentacles reversed. Good. Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. And Four of Cups reversed. Okay. Two fours here. So the stability is gone. And with the Nine of Swords here reversed, the Nine of Swords is one very weird card for me, which always depends on the other cards. I always see it as, reversed or not, it's always very, not dramatic, tough. When it's not reversed, it's hardship in the mind, having trouble sleeping, overthinking. When it's reversed, for me, it becomes even worse. It becomes very, very, very anxious, feeling like there's no one else to help you, paranoia. It's just the Nine of Swords for me is never a good card. But with these cards, with the two fours reversed, which, by the way, from the fours, I actually love that these are the two fours which came up reversed. Because with the Four of Pentacles here, you had a very firm grip on things. Maybe you had a firm grip on how you look or how you represent yourself. But now with the Four of Cups reversed, it's like, I am sick of looking like I'm depressed, like I am waiting on something. I'm not waiting on anything anymore. I don't care about the 3 cups. I don't care about that 1 cup which the universe was trying to give me. I don't care about anything. I'm moving. I'm so sick of staying in this Nine of Swords energy. I am gonna have my confidence. I'm gonna bring an amazing journey for me when I'm traveling, when I'm doing stuff. It's just many good things are happening for me, and I'm gonna go for that. And I can't be bothered with things which actually causing me to feel stagnant, because this is, the fours are very, 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 very stable in tarot. And when they're reversed, it's good sometimes, because this allows things to be moving, because you're no longer in this stage of having a firm grasp on how to say it, having a firm grasp on emotional apathy. You're no longer apathetic. You're happy because you're choosing to be happy. And now you're even more confident because you learned. Sometimes I need to let go of things. Sometimes I need to move forward and not really think too much about it. It doesn't matter if there is anyone to help me or not. What's important is for me to just be moving. And now, the last thing, 3 things which I'll do is I am gonna bring up 3 advice for you. And thank you for anyone who's watched this. I make these videos for fun and for help. And I hope that I can help you, the watcher. Let's see. 3 advice for anyone who chose this reading. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, there is a lot more to do. Page of Cups reversed. Maybe forgiveness is important here, and Two of Cups reversed. If you want any kind of reciprocity in your life, especially emotionally, you need to do a lot more work. You can't expect to gain anything ever without doing any work. Relationships, emotions, how you feel with other people, how other people feel for you. This is not a game. This is an extremely important part of life. And with the Page of Cups here, without you giving your heart away, how are you expecting to receive the Two of Cups? Without you doing the work, this is work. I know everybody's thinking and romanticizing love. Love when we're 15, yeah, it can be magical. Love when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, this is something which must be nurtured. This is not a game, this is not a play, this is not you playing around with someone who might be here, might be there. No, this is important. This is people's hearts, people's souls, people's needs, and yours as well. Yours personal. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to put in the work, to be for others to put in the work for you. And if you're the one who's not doing the work, or if others are not putting in the work, bye. Bye. You can't be dealing with things and people who are not sharing your ideals, sharing your emotions. If you have a pattern of being with unavailable people, of people who are bad for you, or people who just take without giving, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Who's gonna fill your cup? Who's gonna assist you? Those people who are taking, they won't do that. They know that you're easy access. This is my advice. I'm sorry for yelling at you, but I get passionate. So yes, everyone, this was your reading for whatever. It is not a specific thing. I guess the Porto, but it's not a real Porto, is it? Just, yeah, this information is for anyone who felt called. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a very hot and very good August. Bye.